Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first episode on credit scoring with Bruce Beddard of NEXA Mortgage. And we're going to get right into this right away because we don't want to take up too much of your time. But the first thing that we want to talk about is what is credit scoring actually? And the one big thing is, and I experienced this when I was younger, was I was just constantly trying to make payments, but I never realized I may have some options where I could be in control. And I felt like my creditors were just completely in control of everything. So you have some insight into how that can be handled.
I do, Dawn, and I think it's a great topic to talk about because I think the phrase I like to use is I think most people think that they are in a car along for the ride. They're in the back seat. And the reality is the things that I want to teach people is how you go from the back seat, maybe when you were younger, you felt that way, to being in the driver's seat, because you absolutely can control your destiny in terms of your credit score, 100% in your control, no matter what.
And I think that maybe we don't realize it because whenever you have a credit card and they send you like all the legal things that you're supposed to know, my eyes glaze over. I have no idea what that is. And so then you're just kind of throw your hands up and figure there's nothing you can do. So that's really good to hear. The other thing is, I work with a lot of buyers and I also advise my girls all the time, got to have a good credit score. Make sure you watch your credit score. But what really is a credit score?
Well, one of the things I like to say, I'm going to give you an absolute definition, but one of the things I like to say is you absolutely can have good credit. And I even argue you can have great credit, but you have to know the rules. It's like playing sports. If you like basketball, if you don't know the rules behind a basketball game, you probably won't be successful at it. If you're driving a car down the street, you don't know that the rule is you must drive 55 or less. You may exceed that that rule of 55 and get pulled over and get a ticket, meaning you'll fail on that opportunity. So if I teach you what all of the rules are and you understand how to play the game, if you want to call it that, then it is easier to do that. But the first thing we've got to do, if you never know anything else but the definition of a credit score, that helps whenever you're asking yourself a question, what if I do this? Go back to the definition. So here's the definition, my definition, and it's in layman's terms, not some technical term, even though it sounds a little convoluted. A credit score is a mathematical model used to predict the likelihood of you paying your bills on time in the future based upon how you have paid your bills in the past. And that is so profound. And basically it says your past is going to determine your future. The difference is in a lot of other aspects of life, you can't change your past. But in credit score, you can't change the past, but over a period of time, you can shift the narrative and that past negative will go away. And if it is good, you need to know that it's good so you can keep doing the good so that you keep the narrative good for the rest of your life. So,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and I think one thing that I've really learned from you over the years is you could have a bad credit history because of years of mistakes, but with the right focus, you can make that correction moving forward in much less time if you actually know what you're doing.
Yeah, and one of the future episodes we'll do will be focused on if you have negative credit history, how do you fix that? If you have positive credit history, how do you keep the positivity going? And if you need to improve something in short term, there's faster ways to improve things. But there's one or two things that are very critical to improve. And that's in future episodes, we will definitely cover those.
Okay, great. So there's your introduction to credit scoring. Watch for our next episode next week. We will be coming out with these weekly, and everybody have a great day.
Thanks, Donna.
Thank you.